News 46 is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community. News is also brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, a gunman opens fire on an Oregon college campus. Fire crews extinguish a home fire. We get an update regarding a motorcycle accident. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Courtney, Salmon. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, October 1st, 2015. I'm Courtney Salmon for News 46. The man who opened fire at Oregon's Umpqua Community College on Thursday is dead. No police officers were injured, but preliminary information indicates 10 people were killed and more than 20 others injured in the shooting. Officers and the gunman exchanged fire at the Roseburg campus. The shooter was a 20-year-old male. A law enforcement official said 4 guns believed to have belonged to the suspect were recovered at the scene. The shooting appears to have started in one building before the gunman moved to the school's science building. Those killed and wounded were found in at least 2 classrooms. All of us here at KPVM TV and KACE extend our hearts and prayers to those involved. A morning structure fire was quickly extinguished and several animals removed from the home of Cynthia Street near Wilson.
Just before 8 o'clock, we were dispatched a report of a smoke condition in the area of Wilson and Leslie. Our crews were en route to that investigation, and when they were upgraded from the RP telling us that she really thought that the structure was on fire, so we upgraded our assignment, bringing a full structural response. Upon Engine 1's arrival, they did in fact find they had an exterior fire running up an exterior wall in a corner, had entered in through the attic crawl space, and had set the material on in the attic space itself. Crews mounted interior attack. Did a great job, halted the fire with no further extension. 2 injuries sustained by firefighters, both from cat bites. They were rescuing the animals that were inside the house, and they sustained those bites. We also removed an exotic snake that was placed at the front of the house. The occupant, at the time of the fire, was unaware that the house was on fire. And so the Engine 1 Lieutenant Moody, through the noise outside, they kind of met at the front door, and he successfully evacuated her from the residence with no incident.
So they weren't even aware that their own home was on fire?
Correct. The single occupant at the time of the fire was unaware that the house was on fire.
Were all the animals removed safely?
The animals were removed safely with the exception of 2 small bites to our firefighters who were evacuated at Desert View Hospital with no incident.
So they're okay?
They're good.
All right, and then do you know what the cause of the fire was?
We're looking at a most likely an accidental fire in the area of the mulch in the front. There have been discarded smoking materials in the area, but we're still under investigation and trying to determine that, but it appears to be accidental in nature.
Fire Chief Scott Lewis gives an update regarding a serious motorcycle accident that occurred on Monday.
There was a report of a T-bone type collision involving a motorcycle and a pickup truck hauling a small utility trailer. Crews arrived on location, found an injury accident, significant damage to both vehicles. The rider of the bike had sustained multi-system trauma. We attempted to have that patient flown from the scene. However, the local helicopter was unavailable to us, so they went to Desert View Hospital, and it's my understanding that patient was flown later in the evening.
We don't know his condition at this time, right?
No, but again, it sustained serious trauma as a result of that collision.
Do you know what direction he might have been coming from or how that accident happened?
It's my understanding that the truck with the utility trailer may have pulled in the path of the motorcycle, but NHP is actually investigating exactly what happened.
All right. And so airlifted, was there anyone inside the vehicle that was needed medical attention?
They declined any medical treatment.
A 2-vehicle collision occurred yesterday at that same intersection on Highway 160 and Mesquite.
A 2-vehicle accident occurred last night on Highway 160 and Mesquite. Both vehicles sustained moderate damage. All occupants inside both vehicles declined to be transported to local medical facilities. Nye County Sheriff's deputies blocked traffic while Nevada Highway Patrol conducted the accident investigation. How the accident occurred is still under investigation. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
A suspected drunk driver rolled his car on Homestead Road on the south end of town.
Over the weekend, we were dispatched a report of a one-vehicle rollover down in the area of Homestead and Turner. There was thought to be that the occupant was still trapped in the vehicle. Our closest station, Station 3 crew responded, and Medic 3, and found that, in fact, there was a mechanism suggesting a high-speed rollover type accident. The occupant was still in there. It was called out as an extrication assignment, bringing additional resources. They were able to use makeshift aids and actually remove that patient prior to the rescue assignment arriving on location. The patient met flight criteria, and they opted to transport that patient from the scene directly to Mercy Air 21.
This was called in beforehand as a reckless driver or possible drunk driver, right?
That's unknown to me. However, I wouldn't have been surprised, I guess, by that information from what the reports were on scene. But from our standpoint, when we go and we find that extrication that's required, and we get that assignment completed, and then get him off to Mercy Air.
All right, and then he was transported and is being checked into and tests being run if he was actually intoxicated at the time?
I believe that would be part of the Sheriff's Office investigation, yes.
And we'll be right back with more from News 46.